Throws were tied at 4. Pete Badler and Doug Collins with you. Game 3 of the best-of-5 Western Conference Series between Seattle and Denver. Seattle up 2-0. Reggie Williams back out to Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf for 3. And Doug, a first quarter performance by the Nuggets, very important in this one.
Yes, it is, Pete. They've dug themselves a hole in both first quarters on the road, down 8 in game 2, down 11 in game 1. And the three-point shot has been very important to this team. Last in the regular season, they're now 14 for 31 in the playoffs, shooting about 45%.
Reggie Williams with the block. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf for the finish. He's got 5, and Denver off to a 9-4 lead.
You keep our eye on that tonight. Seattle has shot 50 more free throws in the 2 games.
Dikembe Mutombo with the finish on the feed from Reggie Williams. Win this game. They beat Seattle during the regular season here twice.
You know, and I think what was very important, Pete, is they won the second half in game 2. We see Kendall Gill with the quick jump shot, but they outscored Seattle 50-47 in the second half of game 2. Seattle's got to remember now, they are the hunted. So every game is going to be like this for them. This is not going to be easy. They're the favorites in a lot of people's eyes, and they're going to have to play every night at a championship level.
Crowd thought Shawn Kemp traveled. Instead, it winds up being a 3-point basket for Gary Payton, his first 3 of the night.
5 games at home the whole season.
Reggie Williams nails the 3.
Now, Pete, the regular season they shot 28%. They're almost at 50%. What this playoffs, you're supposed to be down in three-point shooting.
14-9, Denver by 5. 7:12 to go, first quarter. The defense chant begins here at McNichols. Shawn Kemp blocked by Mutombo. He led the NBA in block shots during the regular season, and he's averaging over 4 blocks a game in this series. Williams, nice feed inside to Mutombo. Denver, 16-9. Their lead over the Sonics now.
This place is electric right now.
Gary Payton with Mahmoud leaning on him.
He's trying to post him up. He wants Kemp to get out of the way so he can back him down.
Lost the ball, got it back. Comes up empty. Rebound. Pulled away by Abdul-Rauf after the loose ball. Off to LaFonso Ellis. Ellis over in the corner. Reggie Williams, another 3. What is going on here in Denver? 19-9. 3 3-point baskets for the Nuggets. 9 during the regular season in 82 games. Denver averaged just a little over 2 3-point makes a game. They've already hit 3 in the first quarter here tonight. Kendall Gill's going to try to answer with a 3, and he does.
Well, Denver on the road doing percent in the playoffs are under 42, Pete.
Dikembe Mutombo left unprotected. He has 6 first quarter points. 21-12 Nuggets.
You know, they have post-up plays, so they've got a nice inside-out attack right now. Here comes the double team now by Shrimp.
Stiff trying to go through the paint, off the glass for 2. 6 points for Stiff, 23-14 Denver.
That was very easy. He took it right from the top all the way. No one even contested him.
Shawn Kemp came up short. Rebound, though, last touched by Ellis out of bounds. Nice feed underneath to Sam Perkins.
Well, they ran a little simple down screen, and guys switched, and they did not communicate. So those are the kind of easy baskets that you practice defending against, and they just gave that one up.
23-16 Denver. Mutombo giving it inside to Reggie Williams.
They are so aggressive right now, Pete. Everything going to the basket. They gave the ball up, the hard cut out of the double team, so they are the aggressors right now. And Seattle is reacting, not acting.
Payton blocked by Mutombo. They're going to call goaltending on Mutombo. And the crowd and Dan Issel furious. Robert Peck. Over to Reggie. Reggie and Robert Peck, the only 2 Nuggets coming into this series with prior playoff experience.
Oh, nice high-low. See, that's what happens when you front. You go high-low, and you throw the ball over the top. Excellent series that time by Denver, taking advantage of the fronting Seattle defense.
Still 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter, and already Denver has had their biggest first quarter of this series. Up 27-18. Perkins gets it back, puts it back.
Hey, Pete, in game 1, in game 2.
Mutombo, Reggie Williams, and LaFonso Ellis on the court now for Denver. Inside, Rodney Rogers off the glass, yes.
They got to like this matchup. Kendall's going to lock in our defense.
Trying to get it inside to Rogers. There's a double team on him. He gets it back outside the pack. Down to 5 seconds left in the shot clock. Another three for Reggie Williams. He's hit 3 of those in this quarter. He has 11 first quarter points.
Pete, let me get you my stat sheet for the year. Reggie Williams, 64 out of 230, 278, 27.8%.
Dayton hits the jumper, giving him 7 first quarter points, 32-24.
Keep your eye now. Nate McMillan guarding Reggie Rogers. They're going to go into the post right now, try to get a front. If they go high-low, they'll swing it. They'll get the double team, and they'll free up a shot on the weak side.
Rogers found the basket, and he drew the foul. 6 points for Perkins, 35-26, Denver by 9. Pack loves to do this, tries to go coast to coast, comes up short. Brian Williams tip won't go, tips it again, yes. Brian Williams on the board.
Brian Williams was 8 for 9 from the field going into tonight's ball game.
Nuggets again by 11. Ricky Pierce trying to dish it off, turns the ball over. This was totally unexpected. This kind of an offensive explosion in the first quarter. Another Denver rebound. Nuggets on the run.
See if they get a 2 for 1. They ought to get a shot up here quickly. Go 2 for 1. It's too late now.
Denver has a 12-5 rebounding edge in this first quarter.
Now on the penetration, remember, Rodney Rogers can shoot the 3. You got Williams shooting the 3.
Pack will take the shot at short. Rebound comes out deep. Brian Williams inside. Rodney Rogers. 7 points for Rogers. This is the first team in the NBA this year to have a 40-point quarter, and it's the Denver Nuggets. The horn sounds. Nuggets 41. Sonics 26. Reggie Williams leading the Denver Nuggets to a 41-point first quarter and a 15-point lead over the Seattle Supersonics after 1. Game 3 will continue right here on TNT. Pack, Brian Williams, Stiff, Rodney Rogers, and LaFonso Ellis, the combination on the court now for Denver. Vincent Askew has checked in for the first time for Seattle. Sean Kemp's back out there with Perkins, McMillan, and Pierce. Down to 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Dishing off underneath to Ellis. Denver working the clock perfectly that time. Very uncharacteristic series from the free throw line for Ricky Pierce.
Boy, Rodney Rogers really looking to post. Now they're going to have to double team. Now you got to make shots.
And these Denver Nuggets hitting threes like that should be their strong point, not their weak point. Biggest lead of the night, 46-29.
This was the worst three-point shooting team in the NBA during the season. We're seeing a shootout right now.
Nate McMillan's first 3 of the night, 46-32. Stopping and firing from short range, LaFonso Ellis. Perkins the rebound. Off to Kemp. You don't want to get Seattle in this kind of game.
Exactly right. Exactly, because this is what will happen right here. Now, see, Sean Kemp is standing there and looking down. They got to be very careful about the taunting. Plus, also, the teams have to match those fines when guys come off the bench. So it's been an expensive 1 week for the NBA teams.
Officials will be watching very closely when some of that taunting takes place. Make sure it doesn't get out of hand. Sam Perkins with 8.
It's coming together now. If I'm Dan Issel, I say, okay, that's okay, call that. Make sure now you call it on Seattle because they're number 1 in the league at doing that.
That's exactly what Seattle does a lot and doesn't get the call against them. Dayton behind the pick set by Perkins. Short. Rebound Pack on the run. Trying to feed Rodney Rogers for 2. Rogers has 9. Denver up again, 48-37.
I tell you, Rodney Rogers got off the slow start this year, but he is playing terrific.
And a 3-second violation by Seattle is going to give the ball back to Denver.
See the Nuggets +7 rebounding. We talked about the keys. They were being out-rebounded in the first 2 games by 13 rebounds.
The shot clock down to 7. They look inside to Kempe Mutombo.
Remember, they don't front him, so they can take the ball right inside.
And it falls for him. Mutombo's 8 points. Steal the ball from you.
Well, they're going to get their body up on you. They never give you room to make plays.
Denver turnover. Mutombo the rebound. Down to Robert Pack.
Watch this.
2 easy ones. Denver has cooled off a little from that torrid first quarter when they scored 41 points, but Seattle really hasn't warmed up yet either. Reggie Williams, that's a 2, and he is on fire from outside. 15 points now for Reggie Williams. 54-39 Denver.
How many is that? 4 threes for him tonight?
That's a two-pointer.
Oh, that was a two?
That was a two-pointer. He's got
was close.
3 three-pointers and 2 two-pointers tonight. Detlef Schrempf inside. Easy 2 for him, his first field goal.
Mahmoud does not want to get off to the side. Boy, Reggie Williams really looking to shoot the ball.
Why not? When you're that hot. 17 points for Reggie Williams.
It's like he played at Georgetown when he was in college.
56-41 Denver. Sean Kemp over Mutombo.
Well, that was a nice power move. You had Mutombo laying there waiting for the...
Denver by 13, 56-43. Reggie Williams.
Are you kidding? Oh, no, that was a pass. That was a pass.
The Kemp and Mutombo. He's in double figures now at 10.
That was a pass. He saw Kendall Gill, and he shot an air ball pass.
58-43, Denver by 15. Kemp double teamed. They've got him trapped in the corner. Has to send back outside to Payton. Payton underneath to Detlef Schrempf. Great pass by Gary Payton. And an easy basket again for Detlef Schrempf, who now has 8. 58-45. Sean Kemp having a quiet first half. Lost it. Gill recovers and puts it home. A little 5-foot jumper for Kendall Gill. Gives him 7. 59-47. And a loose ball picked up by Sean Kemp. Look at this guy handle the ball. Now Kemp posted up back outside to Schrempf.
See Perkins for 3.
Mutombo staying with him. Perkins still got the shot to go.
See, Mutombo's got to go out and cover him out to the three-point line.
Down to Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. 41 seconds to go in the half.
This is where a young team has to compose itself. Don't let their energy and emotion get the best of them.
Trying for a three-pointer with a lot of time left in the shot clock there. They battle for it. Darnell Mee comes away with it and scores. The rookie out of Western Kentucky makes it a 10-point game again.
They need a stop right here. It's an important stop for this young team.
The crowd here at McNichols loving what they've seen of their Nuggets here in Game 3 in this first half. Schrempf thinking about it, now gives it in to Sean Kemp. He's tied up by Darnell Mee, has the ball pulled away, but we're going to get a foul called.
Hubert Evans talking to Mutombo right now, and I watched him. He walked over and says, Dikembe, stop saying come on to Kemp when he's isolating against you. He had his hand down like bring it to me, which is sort of a form of taunting. So he went over and said, let's cut that out right now.
Michael Cage checks back in. Sam Perkins sits down for Seattle. Just over 5 seconds to go. Denver up by 10. Kemp making 1 of 2. 7 first half points. 61-52. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. There's the horn ending the first half. The Denver Nuggets led it by 15 at the end of the quarter, and they've been able to maintain a 9-point lead here at halftime. In Game 3, it is Denver 61, Seattle 52. 7 offensive boards in the first half.
That's a major stat. You take points off turnovers and offensive rebounds. Those are really things that Seattle really thrives on.
63-52 Denver early in the third. Detlef Schrempf with 12 points. He's now Seattle's leading scorer. It's a chance to cut further into that Denver lead. 63-54. Detlef again. Wide right this time, almost tipped in, and finally is tipped in by Detlef Schrempf after almost being tipped in by Denver.
That's a tough matchup again. Reggie Williams, 2 straight baskets now for Schrempf, so it looks like they're going to try to attack him right now. He's wearing him out on offense, so you got to make him play defense.
7 points is the size of the Denver lead now. Reggie Williams. Oh. If that goes, it did.
If that goes, what's the lottery number we want to play tonight? What is it?
19 points for Reggie Williams. 7. Nuggets lead it by 8. Reggie Williams drawing the crowd. They swing it out to Brian Stiff, who hits the jumper. One thing Dan Issel likes about Brian Stiff, whether he's shooting well or not, he's always in the right place on offense and on defense.
And he's shooting well tonight. He's now 4 out of 5 from the floor, so Brian Stiff with a very nice game.
67-57. Nuggets by 10. Kemp blocked by Mutombo. Reggie Williams. Right wing to Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf.
Well, he needed that when he hit Rauf. There it is.
Kendall Gill's jumper is strong. Rebound pulled away by Ellis. Down to Reggie Williams. 2 more. Abdul-Rauf.
Yeah, great block out, though, by LaFonso Ellis. He did a nice job.
Wide open, Bryant Stiff. He had a good look at it. He's got 10 points. And here's Nate McMillan bringing the ball down to Detlef Schrempf.
See if they go inside to McMillan. He's got Abdul-Rauf on him.
Kendall Gill's jumper short.
Oh, he walked. He got away with it.
The crowd noticed. Kendall Gill hits the jumper.
Why is it?
Points for Kendall
You
Gill.
figured that out for me. Thanks,
By
man.
13. Rodney Rogers working against Detlef Schrempf. Closing in on the 6-minute mark here in the third quarter.
So look where that clock is, too. They got to get the shot up.
There's the jump hook he was talking about from Mutombo. It goes. And it's up by 15 again. Sam Perkins inside. Around and out. Another rebound from Mutombo. He's got 10.
They got numbers if they'll push it.
Abdul-Rauf shooting over Detlef Schrempf. The putback by Rodney Rogers. This Denver Nuggets team playing the game of their young lives tonight.
This is so important for them to get this great start in the third quarter.
Schrempf, who has been the only factor. He has 8 points. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Loose ball battle for. Schrempf comes away with it. Rogers almost stole it from him. Perkins inside for 2.
Boy, the bodies are flying, too, on those loose balls. Oh,
It's outside to Ellis somehow. Ellis's jumper won't go. Rebound comes out to Kendall Gill. Sonics on the run. He's got Schrempf on a wing. Getting back nicely on defense, though, Denver. And they steal the ball right back. Abdul-Rauf stolen back by the chief pickpocket, Nate McMillan, to Kendall Gill. 11 points for Gill. 16 points now for Dikembe Mutombo. 84-71. Nuggets leading it by 13. Half a minute to go in the third.
Well, they're going to go to Pierce against me, so Me's going to have to dig in and play some defense.
Sean Kemp over Rogers. Oh, how about that move by Nate McMillan? 5 points for McMillan. 84-73. Denver's maintaining that double-digit lead. They led by 15, remember, after the first quarter.
Too quick on the clock. You could have gotten the last shot. Now if they score, it's under 9 once again.
Great play by Robert Pack. This was a great play again by Nate McMillan. He had more time than he thought there. The rebound pulled away by LaFonso Ellis. Loses it to Sean Kemp. Over to Nate McMillan. Horn sounds. Won't count.
Yeah, Nate McMillan got excited there. He had 5 seconds, and he didn't realize how much time was left on the clock.
It's still an 11-point lead. Denver 84, Seattle 73 with 1 quarter to go in Game 3 of this Western Conference first-round playoff series. Again, single coverage on Williams. Inside to Brian Williams for 2.
He remembered to play that time. His number was called.
Here he comes. You know what else Denver has been able to do in this game, Doug? At least they have in the second half for the most part. Remember Dan Issel telling us this morning, as you see Mutombo hit his 18th point of the night, Dan Issel saying we'd really like to get Seattle into more of a half-court game if we can. Ricky Pierce inside, gets one to fall.
He's so strong in there. And Seattle's only 1 for 6 in this quarter.
They've only scored 24 points in this half. Kendall Gill gets him 2 more. That gives him 13.
You see Mutombo standing there. Vincent Askew must have given him 5 head and shoulder fakes. Didn't even move and still blocked the shot.
Now a little more of that aggressive defense from Seattle. But Robert Pack dribbles right through it. (94-78). Sean Kemp on the other end. The crowd still buzzing about Robert Pack penetrating that Seattle defense with authority.
How about the speed that he went down? He left 3 guys in his wake and just went up. Now you see why he was second in the slam dunk. What a spectacular play.
The building shook.
Here he goes again. Are you serious?
And this time Sean Kemp would have none of that.
Good try.
95-80 Denver. 6:25 to go. Askew, a little short jumper goes for him. He's on the board for the first time tonight. Nuggets by 13.
Be prepared now. The last 6.5 is going to be a scramble, ragged game. So Denver better lock in and be prepared to get bumped.
Reggie Williams come out in three-point territory again. No. And a loose ball foul is going to be called on LaFonso Ellis over the top of Detlef Schrempf. More than Denver normally hits in an entire game. Now Askew tries a three. It's short. Pack with a rebound. 3-on-2 break. Reggie Williams to finish this one. 23 points for Reggie Williams. Denver 97-82.
And who was in the middle on the fast break? Robert Pack once again. See, the small lineup right now has not made a dent in the Denver lead at all. They're doing a great job defending Vincent Askew.
Season high during the regular season, 27. He's got 23 in this game.
Boy, I tell you, Matambo's just waiting for Kemp to shoot that little floater.
Kendall Gill from outside. Kendall Gill warming up in the second half. He's got 15 points, 8 of them coming in the second half. 97-84 Denver.
Throws, they're going to trap, they're going to press, they're going to get bumped. Denver has to play very, very strong.
Down low to Perkins. On Ellis, Pack comes over with some help, but Perkins still cashes in 2 more. He's got 17. And now the Denver Nuggets getting a little concerned maybe about this lead, dwindling down to 11 points, 97-86, with still a lot of time left. 4:44 in the game.
Good teams.
And keep it out of the corners.
Now they've got to penetrate. Clock is down to 10. Pack has got to penetrate.
It's down to 5.
Here comes the trap once again. Look at the shot they get.
And it went! 25 points for Reggie Williams, having the game of his life tonight.
I'm going to give it a Pete Van Wieren. If that goes.
99-86. Sam Perkins blocked by Mutombo. His 5th block. The 10th block of the night by Denver. They're on their feet here at McNichols. They may not sit down the rest of the night.
If Seattle goes on, if Denver goes on and wins the game, that last 2 sequences might typify the whole night. A running shot by Reggie Williams and a block by Mutombo.
And a turnover there gives it right back to Seattle. Gill down to Sean Kemp. Kemp off the glass too strong. A rebound Reggie Williams to Stiff. Able to control it across midcourt. He's going to stop and fire from 10. Yes. They're getting every break in the book tonight. Every roll, every bounce. They've out-rebounded Seattle 37-24. They've blocked 10 shots to Seattle's 3. They haven't turned the ball over very much. Nate McMillan 3.
I got an interesting statistic here I saw tonight. When Denver blocks 10 shots, and they've done it 27 times on the year, they're 20-7. So that's a magical number, and it's led by Dikembe.
52 times during the regular season, Seattle held an opponent to under 100 points. They did it the first 2 games of this playoff series, but not tonight. Another 3-point effort by McMillan.
Look at the hustle. Who comes up with it?
And a 3-on-1 break here. Reggie Williams.
Why not?
29 points for Reggie. A season high. And a chance to make it 30. The oldest Denver Nugget. He's only 30.
He's an athlete.
A night he'll never forget. 107-89 Denver with 2 minutes to go. Robert Pack for 3. It's going to be short. And from Johnson off to Kendall Gill. Inside Gill. Blocked. The 11th block of the night for the Denver Nuggets. LaFonso Ellis gets the credit for that one.
Better get it across here. You're going to have a violation. Just barely beats it. I'm going to call a timeout so they can get Mutombo out of the game.
And the timeout stops the clock with 1:35 to go. It's been all Nuggets.
Carl's going to talk to his guys about, and he talked about he was disappointed when they won Game 2 because he didn't feel like they came out and played as hard as they did in Game 1. Tonight they got knocked back and they never recovered. They got hit with a stinging blow in the first quarter and were on their heels the rest of the night.
Kendall Gill. Mark Randall just checked in for Denver.
All right,
now, the rebound.
Now give us your line here of why
I think Mark
he's
the most consistent player in basketball because Mark Randall averaged 30 games a year in college and he's averaged 30 games a year in his NBA career.
You told me that
the
today.
most consistent guy in the whole world of basketball.
I wanted you to get that in.
Stolen by Michael Cage. Turns Kevin Johnson had it tipped away by Randall. Under a minute to go. Seattle. Brooks checks in. Chris King, the jumper, with a rebound. And the Nuggets, even with the benches cleared, continue to get the rebounds. 42-25. They've out-rebounded Seattle tonight. And in the first two games, they were out-rebounded by an average of 52-39. Brooks. Everything working for Denver.
Now remember I said that this is a different team at home. They average 104 at home, 96 on the road. It's almost an 8-point difference.
And the fans beginning to file out of McNichols. He's talking about his family when he talks about this young Denver team.
Well, I think he feels this is part of his family. I think that he's done a wonderful job coming over here really without any head coaching experience. And I like the way his young players are developing. In Denver, you used to win with offense. They now do it with defense.
Rodney Rogers will get a trip to the free throw line. He came off the bench scoring 7. He was also a big part of that early third quarter surge by Denver.
14 points. But more importantly, he gives you another big, strong body out on the floor. And in the playoffs, we've seen how important that is.
110-91. The closing seconds and one more whistle from Hugh Evans. Seattle is sitting. Some mystified looks. How did this happen to us? We were right there, ready to wrap this thing up.
Make your opponent until you knock them out. The toughest game to win in a series is the last game when you're going to eliminate somebody. Ask Indiana tonight. They were down 8 in the fourth quarter and came back and knocked out Orlando.
The Denver Nuggets are still alive in round 1 of the Western Conference Series with Seattle. Final score tonight, Denver 110, Seattle 93. It's now a 2-1 lead for the Seattle Supersonics, with Game 4 coming up here in Denver on Thursday. Tonight's Budweiser player of the game, not much question about it tonight, Reggie Williams. A career playoff high 31 points, 8 assists, 11 of 16 from the field.